Beginning of my 4th day on the road. I'm in Kentucky. At a roadside rest area, and it's a mighty nice one. Getting ready to head out for West Virginia. My son-in-law, Andy. I'm in Beaver, West Virginia, heading for North Carolina. And Andrea is in Utah.
She is.
But I came through here. So. They just bought me lunch. Thank you, Andy.
Oh, you're welcome.
We had the greatest Mexican tacos. So now I'm on my way to North Carolina. Coming into Bath, North Carolina. This is it. Blackbeard and his crew walk these streets. Now I'm walking them. This looks like a friendly place. I think I'll stop in here, see what they have. Blackbeard's Tavern. It's right on Bath Creek. It's right over there. Water. Blackbeard and his crew sailed right up that channel and anchored off of here. Tied up to whatever docks were here at that time. Some of the old buildings built in the 1700s. This is Old Bath. I'm at Stumpy Point. I don't know who Stumpy was. If it bears more research, that's Stumpy's Bay right there. And further out there's Tamako Sound. They say there's some rough water other side of that point. I believe them. Nice little power dory there. Confederate flag still flies, North Carolina. Crossing the Dare Memorial Bridge and crossing Roanoke Sound, going to Roanoke Island. It's really foggy. Coming on to Roanoke Island. It was the end of one quest. I made it to the Outer Banks Distillery and sample some Kill Devil rum. The distillery's closed today. They're doing some videoing inside. And they're closed Sunday and Monday, so they'll be open tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll come back, try some Kill Devil rum, and give me a bottle or two. Going over another bridge. Nag's Head, going over to the banks. Wow. Very cool. Well, this is Nag's Head. I don't know what's going on up there. All kind of red lights and ambulances and cops, and somebody's not having a good day. But yeah, I thought Nag's Head would be more built up. There's just a few houses, but it's mostly dunes and scrub brush and big fancy houses. This is it, the Atlantic Ocean from Nag's Head. Entering the Kill Devil Hills. This is where the Wright Memorial is. Wright Brothers actually flew at Kill Devil Hills. But the Wright Brothers Memorial is a recreation of the shack they lived in when they were flying their plane. This is their workshop where they put that plane together before they flew it. And over here is where they flew it. The takeoff point. Flights. And this is the rail, recreation of the rail. They took off here and the stone down there for each of the distances they flew on each flight. First flight made it to there, second one made it to there, third one made it down there. They actually made 4 flights. The first one was 120 feet, second one was 175 feet, third one was 200 feet, and the fourth one was 852 feet. It stayed in the air for 59 seconds. And that was a game changer. And this is it. I believe this is Big Kill Devil Hill. There's the boys. Moving normal.
Kind of like my Indiana Jones days.
There's the guy there.
Sound good? All right, so this is the version that they used on these sands back in 1903. Back then it was about 5 miles of sand in each direction. And this was a number 6 caliber list. It's going to be off North Carolina. So they took the trip here. They eventually built a hangar where they could assemble their gliders. And they initially started the whole project on the top of these hills. They would go to the top of these gliders, they would jump toward the breeze, glide toward the ocean, and in this period of about 4 years, 2 guys, of course, became
quite an engine. They made that engine.
About 605 pounds with the engine included.
No one else could make them an engine that light. They would put up that much power.
It's still part of all flying machines.
It was bicycle chain.
So when you're up in the skies, you have a lot of gliders.
More bicycle chains.
Swing apparatus and get more lift.
Give them that
If
up
there was
and
a
down.
gust of wind or something that would get them off balance, they would often
This is the front, actually.
because they were
The
unable
rudder's
to
on the
retrain
back.
and regain balance. So all the Wright machines were all about balance and control. So it's like the great story of King David in Scripture, right? He was using concentration and skill and
What a couple of guys.
He's been working on it, and he takes down brute force.
Right out there where they did it. There's Big Kill Devil Hill there. So I guess back in here is where they hid the rum from the wreck. Another very cool camp. Right on the water, just off the sound. Joe and Kay's campground. Joe's long dead, but I guess Kay's still going, so Nathan's running it now. Very cool place. And there's a honky-tonk across the road called the Blue Crab. And they say the beer's really cold over there. I want to go find out. There's the Elizabeth too over there. I'm hoping I can get on board of it today. There's the Marina. And I'm in the Indian town. There's a longhouse. Very cool. They're short a few buffalo hides. Yeah, I live in here. Interesting. This is what I've been waiting to see. See, Elizabeth II, a replica of a 16th century English galleon. Finally get to go on board of it. I've studied her pretty well.
Yeah.
And I've done some pirate reenacting too. I was a outgunner on the Witcher Wood out on the west coast, and a couple of, because I built cannons too. And
Oh, nice, man. What length and size and all?
It was 45 foot, the same size as my schooner. In fact, we were going to have shootouts if I ever finished my scooter.
A 45-foot cannon?
No, a 45-foot boat.
Oh, okay. I was like, when you said you built cannons, like...
Oh, yeah, no, I built boat. No, I had a 45-foot boat, and the Witcher Wood was a 45-footer, too.
Right.
I'm going to go down on your forecastle here.
Yeah.
This is the forecastle.
Locker, you got your sail locker there.
So the crew didn't sleep up here then?
Hey, all down below, get through the hatch there. And your gun deck would be beneath us. That's where the men eat and sleep.
Oh, wow.
The crew's working in groups of 12, so they're 4-hour watches. One half's down below, one half's up here. That's your beakhead.
Yeah, I know what happened up here. That's why they call it the head. Very cool, and nice mast too, nice big mast.
So yeah, Douglas fir is what the masts are made out of.
Yeah. Cool. This is below the back deck.
So yeah, you got the steering room, and then you got the captain's quarters. His name was Thomas Cavendish, one of the early explorers.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
The world.
That's where they steer it from.
Yeah, your whip staff, careful. So there you got an astrolabe to your right, hanging.
Oh yeah, there's the astrolabe.
Your quadrant, and on the bed you got a cross staff and the
compass. Yeah, that's what they navigated with. That little window is very cool. I could live here. A lot more room than on my sailboat. Cruise quarters are down below. They're not going to. They've had those closed off due to COVID. I don't know what that is. It looks like a swordfish sword. I might have to come back.
Logging line there for determining
Oh
your
yeah,
speed.
yep. It's log line. Cool.
It's been a half hour. You're on an 8-bell system.
Going up here on the quarter deck, they call it, or the poop deck?
Yeah.
Probably pass for either.
Today.
This is extremely cool.
Steering room. There's the quarter deck. Captain's room is in the back.
Is that something or what?
Hold to your left. That's what you get to video of the ship. Now, it's called a whip staff. It predates the steering wheel by over 100 years. You won't find a steering wheel on a ship until the 1700s.
The making of a dugout canoe. It's a bunch of work. Use fire and scrape the shells. Cedar trees. This is a fish trap. Guide the fish to where they wanted them. This is an early settlement.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So you got people living here calling us.
Yes.
Oh, this is a
This
blacksmith.
Philip, he's our blacksmith.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm a blacksmith too. I love it.
Good.
Do you have a big bellows?
Sir.
Oh, I love that smell.
Got a double chambered bellows with a double chambered bellows.
Oh yeah, well that's very much like mine. I built one very similar to that.
Oh, well enough.
Very cool.
You got a double chambered bellows, yeah?
Yeah, no, I actually sold mine to my fencing instructor.
Well enough. You've got, so you use a coal forge, you do?
Yeah, I used to go up to the Mountain Man Rendezvous. God, I love that anvil. Oh my gosh. I couldn't afford an anvil. I built one. I welded a bunch of steel together. I
that's
love
good,
that
though.
anvil. That's
Any
very cool.
hard surface will work for hammering things up on. Don't need an anvil, truly. I myself am the Ace Hardware every day. As the Ace Hardware every day, I'll be making various household wares like your belt buckles, your hooks, your
Yeah,
hinges,
yeah.
nails, handles.
Oh
for
yeah,
pots,
blacksmith
pans,
made
chain link.
everything.
So, not exactly everything. Blacksmiths only made things out of iron and iron alone, so that's why they're called blacksmiths, based off of the black metal, black
Oh,
hammer
yeah,
scale.
yeah.
That came off
Yeah,
the
but
iron.
any metal in the colony would be made by
Great.
earlier woodways. You know, this is a
All right. let's
shaping
get the
horse.
first
You clamp your wood there and use a draw knife on it. The stocks.
All right, Tori.
Oh, somebody's been bad.
Well, Lily, happy 14th. You can now become labor.
Good job. Yes, you would have started in your trade.
Hope you got a lot of time on your hands.
Alex going to give this a try.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thanks for visiting.
That's what they call Shallowbag Bay. This is the harbor on Roanoke Island. This is inside the museum. That's not from the 1500s. Centerboard on her, she sails well. I've used those. Wore one out. Elizabeth. They call it a bark, not really a galleon. The galleon's bigger. Fishing now. Oh, this is cool. I know what that is. A line throwing gun. This one needs a little work. Civil War things. The Battle of Roanoke Island. King James, he cut Walter Raleigh's head off. That's Fort Jamestown. A rough day there. Those are pirates attacking. Yeah, here we go. There's the man, Blackbeard. And Bonnie and Mary Reed. Here's the old boy himself. And the people that painted pictures of him never actually saw him. Oh, his crew. I'm sure who this is. It looks like Drake, maybe. Yep, that's Sir Francis. Cool guy. Sir Walter. Habitat restoration, trying to keep things from getting washed away. This is Shallow Bay Bay. It's a beautiful day. There's some swells too. The wind's blowing. A little bit choppy today. Very cool boardwalk. Let's see the wetlands. the Kill Devil Rum. Nice big column still.
Yeah, so it's a hybrid still. You get the 5 column.
Right.
You got the 9-plate rectifying column on the right, and 300-liter pot still.
So that one on top of there, that's like an initial tower?
Yeah, so this right
a bubble
here
plate
is
in
there's not a bubble plate in there. That just comes in kind of like quasi-alembic.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, without the more toned out conical one.
If it goes to the bottom of your column.
It comes in there, then it goes into all your different places.
Right,
If you want to come closer.
Sure.
I'm pumping it out right now. I'm just about to like rinse.
You mind if we come close?
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to get these handles in just a second. But after that, I'll open it up and everything.
Sure. He's going to open it up for you here in a second.
Wow. All right.
It's just on a run.
So you guys, is there a coil in that condenser? Or is that
Yep, that goes right into a coil.
Cool. You got a worm going in there. Yeah, there's a temperature gauge. Oh, I love that copper cooker there. Oh, that's really good. I've never used molasses because I really don't have a source for molasses.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not cheap.
These are where you're mad, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So these here, you can feel they're glycol jacketed.
Oh yeah.
And you see, like this one's running. You look to see how high this is running. Is it the beginning or the end of the fermentation?
It's slowly down. But
Yeah.
It's
See, there's the off gas like that coming in through the top, comes back down through there.
So what's this?
That's
This
CO2,
oh,
and that's
okay.
sanitizer there. So it just gives it a break so that you're not having any type of fermentation backlog. And
Yeah.
but you can
So do
feel
you have
there.
to clean these out every time between you?
Yeah, we do some
That's what
cleaning
these
plays.
for? These are for spraying
No, that's
water in
pumps.
there?
Those are pumps.
Oh?
This is like pumping things. So you plug them into the pumping.
Oh, yeah, very
you see, you just
cool.
open it up.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
y'all can walk around. This is a little warm this time.
Yeah, just don't be touching. Don't go.
No. I know it's probably really hot. So that just sprays around, that cleans it, huh?
Yep.
And does that keep the, you don't make mash in here, do you?
No, so this is already all done, but that's just keeping it so that you're constantly allowing it to curve out and allow the alcohol to evaporate
Oh,
off.
I love that smell.
And you can
Smells
see the
kind of like
backwash
tails.
coming through the column here.
Right. So you're just flushing it all out.
Flushing
Yeah,
it out.
just
It
rinse
goes in
it
on the
and
top up there. And
It'll drain in about 5 minutes, and I'll pump in the next batch.
It's too cool. That's very good. In one sheath, the other end of Roanoke Island, and this is a boatyard. Look where the big boatyard is. This is part of the marina. Pretty big marina goes way on over there. And a lot of seafood stuff going on here. I drove one of those things a lot. 15 years working in a boatyard in Oxnard, California. There's the main marina down here. Yep, this is a marina. Going back to my campsite. I'm staying over another day so I can see the gun deck on the Elizabeth II. And the campground down in Wanchese, the other end of Roanoke Island, was full. So I'm back up here in my old site. The only difference is that now I have Kill Devil rum. Is it good? It was really hot earlier, but now we've got a nice little breeze blowing, cooling things down. Clouds are coming in. Looks like we might be blessed with a little more rain. It's just peaceful on the old bayou here. This winter, when it's below zero and the sideways snow is blowing outside, I'll think of this. Back on the Elizabeth II, and I get to go down below in the gun deck. So that's the cooking hearth, I take it.
Indeed. Typically have our pot there set for, you know, just bean cottages and whatnot.
And who are you now? What is your name?
I'm Master Arthur Morian, one of the investors.
Arthur Murray, okay. There's the hawse holes up there with the anchor line going out.
Indeed.
I love the timbers.
Of course. These are just some mooring lines at the moment.
Yeah, nice big bit. There's a gun port. You guys need some guns down here. You need some carriage guns. All right. More headroom than I thought there'd be. I figured I'd be crawling.
So, in truth, you would be. Mind, we adjusted it just a bit, so
yeah.
these days come up more comfortably.
Now, is this from an original plan that?
Yes. So it is. So it is from. We know what the blueprints of a typical 50-ton box.
Right. Exactly.
We don't know the exact specs of the Elizabeth. So
there's the couch that goes, the one that continues from above deck. Oh man, you can fire on the town pretty well from here.
Indeed.
And there's the tiller.
And there are bunks for the officers as well.
Oh, there's officers' bunks down here?
Indeed.
Cool. Well, I could live here. Oh, and a following sea. I bet you got some ports you can close back there.
And those would be spots for extra guns and stern chasers. We need to open those to fire while in the sea.
I like the double sawn frames. And then there's more down here. There's the cargo hold.
Indeed, cargo below.
Can't see down in there. Isn't it about how much headroom is down there?
Less, but in truth it would have been more. So what we did was if we lowered this level,
right,
so they can walk around comfortably today, so we get less room down here and more.
Right, because you're not going to be carrying cargo. Right. So the crew just slept down here, huh?
Right on the deck.
Throw down a pallet and...
Yeah, precisely. All the gun ports shut, hatches shut, and
be ready to work the pumps if you got in the sea, huh?
Mind, of course, these are always shut and sealed tight unless you need to fire them. The pumps, I'll be working constantly above. These are the pumps here.
Oh yeah. Is there any way to look down in there? I get a shot down there?
Not quite, no. We usually keep that shut tight.
Yeah.
And there's not much...
not much but frames. Frames and floors and lead block.
And a few more modern,
right, yeah, because you got the... Do you know what the engines are in here?
No, I didn't.
Do you need a diesel engine here? 15 years.
I'm not familiar with the engines quite enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they got the swivel gun mounted now. Breech loader. Very nice. It's a great boat. I would love to have it. The Fort Raleigh Historical Site. This is the site of the lost colony. This is Fort Raleigh. Named for Sir Walter, because he was never here. This is actually a reconstruction. It's from the site where the lost colony was. This is where they would come in an Indian attack. But this is where the colony was. This is where they've been finding the artifacts all in through here. They was falling into ruin and they reconstructed it. Yeah. This is where it was. This is where they do the presentation, the play of the lost colony. Reconstructed Elizabethan area town. You go in there until they're having their show. I don't think I'll stay around for that. Just interesting that this is the place where it all went down. Some of the artifacts that they found. Like these. Sickle. painstakingly remove these and reconstruct them. Axe head and these spikes. So barrel someone made out of a tree trunk. It's another bridge crossing the Sound back to the mainland. Some very brave bicycles. Try to get around them. Mainland vegetation is a little bit different from Roanoke Island. More low-lying marshy areas. Indians used to hunt here a lot. They have some towns in here too. The Alligator River. We'll be looking for some alligators too. I want to make friends with an alligator. It's big. The Intercoastal Waterway connects with this down at that far end there. Bigger than you think it'll be when you see it on Google Earth. Maybe there's a drawbridge or something up there. That guy was waiting and now he got through. Now this is some big water. You might be waiting for this sailboat. He's just flying his jib. Maybe it's motor sailing. I guess they don't want to open the bridge. Again, it might be a swing bridge, some kind of. I won't know until I get up there. All I can see is the back of a truck. Yeah, he got through. I don't see any more coming, so maybe they'll close the bridge and let us get by. And we're moving again, so let's see what it is. I think it pivots. Huh. Can't tell much. This is the Ocracoke River. There's all these rivers and bayous that go back through these wetlands, heavily forested. It's the most interesting place of it. I just want to go back there. I want to party with gators and water moccasins. I'm almost to Mackey's Marina. Across a slough. I don't know if this is it. It's a slough. I don't know. Never been here before, but I'm getting close. I know that. Sawmill here. I saw that on Google Earth. I know I'm close. Mackey's just down here, just a little more. I missed the road. So Mackey's is up here. This has to be it. Yeah. This is it. Oh yeah. Storage. Puppy crossing, kitten crossing. I'll be watching out for those guys. This is the storage. This is Mackey's Marina. Try to get myself signed up for a slip. And there's the landing, the restaurant. Cool. Well, I'm gonna stop. There's the office, fuel. I'm gonna stop here. This is familiar. Boatyard. I feel right at home here. Albemarle Sound. This is it. Got my slip, but the gal that signs me up wasn't there. So, and the restaurant was closed, so crossing the bridge, Edenton. Gonna get me something to eat. And meet an old sailing buddy. Look at the the Colonial Park, Edenton. There's many old buildings in this town. '86 lighthouse. I guess that's where the colonial wharfs were. And the ships used to anchor out there. Edenton Bay. There's Albemarle Center. Oh, hey, doggy. Hi, fella. Good to you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, I love dogs.
Good.
Very old, badly rusted cannon. Must have come off of a wreck. And Civil War field guns. That's a howitzer, good old bore, that thing. This might be a 6-pounder. It's in nice shape. Pretty good sized gun. Not sure what that is. It's pretty rusted too. Cascabel's gun. Sometimes they broke those off so that they couldn't use the guns, only to tame the recoil. Downtown Edenton. It's an old colonial town. I'm at Mackey's Marina. I got my slip, but I'm too tired from driving to rig the boat and launch it today, so I'm going to do all that in the morning. I got my slip here for 5 days. I got my slip in the water. So I'll be getting rocked to sleep tonight. And as soon as I can get some gas, I probably won't go sailing today, but probably tomorrow. Get an early start. Spent most of the day rigging. So I repurposed some of my old rigging, so I had to make new pieces. I thought that was the coolest place when I discovered it on Google Earth. The land all around it's complete wilderness. There's a long road that goes down to it. And he's got it going on. He's got his boats over there. This bayou goes on up a ways. When I take off, I'll explore that first. I know there's a bridge up there I won't be able to get past with my rig, but it just looks like an interesting place. And there's birds up there, there's all kind of life here. Cruising the bayou. I wanted to see where this bayou goes. I know I won't be able to go under that bridge, but what a cool place. Yeah, I'll turn around and I'll go the other way, down to the sound. Mackey's from the bayou. And there's the sound. Almost to the end of the bayou. And there's the bayou. Over there is a fancy house. There's some more fancy houses, so I can't get lost. I can always find this bayou. I'll be able to see that power line. And my company's going to go over to the northwest. Right now, due northwest. Alright, I'm sailing. Roger has a buzz. Kill devil. Looks pretty happy, still grinning. I got that flag at the Outer Banks Distillery. Alright, we're sailing on Albemarle Sounds. How cool is this? There's a quest. Come in search of treasure, and I found it. This is it. And I've got channel markers, just like in Texas. And I should be able to ride this wind back. Okay, there's the entrance. I got a green thing right here. So, yeah, I got towers over there. I got houses and green things there. I can see this from a long ways off. I won't get lost. Now, the distances out here are just more massive than you would think. This is a big place. I can see the other side, but it's 8 miles off. I don't know if I'll go over there today, just to get out here, just to sail. And this is really good. Yeah, this is it, man. You can see Edenton. I could get there in another hour probably, but it's a lot of sun at one time. I'm not used to it. I don't want to overdo it and get too burnt and burn out. So I'm probably going to head back. I want to explore a little in that bayou. I saw some little places I want to take into and look around. And then I'll rest up a little bit. Maybe I'll come back out. I think I want to get an early start in the morning. So I got a little wind now. Roger and Kill Devil are both pretty happy. So, yeah, what a sail. Being here, being on this sound. And what a big place it is. That down there goes right down to the ocean. This is the road to everywhere. And it's part of the Intercoastal Waterway. So, yeah, what a cool place. I crossed another one off my bucket list. Yeehaw! Yeah, I've tacked. Getting right into the sun almost. Now I'm on a reach. The wind on the beam. I'm falling off there. There's my course. Southeast. I'm watching what I'm doing. I'm going to aim for those last electrical towers down there. But yeah, she's moving right along now. She's a fast KaaNoo. Yeah, she's drawing good. Moving right along. I'll be in that bayou pretty quick. Oh, back in the bayou, that was kind of scary for a while. The wind really picked up. The waves got pretty good. What I thought was the bayou wasn't. The whole shoreline all looks the same. I knew about where it was, then I saw those markers. And then I figured, I almost thought the one over there was. Then when I got in here, but yeah, we come screaming in here. Now I'm becalmed. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Pretty scary there for a while. I'm gonna have to drop the rig and fire up. Now I lost the wind completely. Things change second to second. That was pretty exciting. I say if you don't get scared on an expedition, it wasn't much of an expedition. So okay, it's an expedition. I got scared, but now I'm okay. Such a beautiful place. I feel like Humphrey Bogart on the African Queen. So John Lafitte cruising down the bayou. He didn't have a motor. I'm lucky there. There's an eagle cove over there. I believe the bayou goes around to the right. I was wanting to look in this little cove. Some logs sticking up and it gets pretty shallow back in there. I haven't seen any gators yet, but anyway, I'm almost home. There's Mackey's Marina. What a great sail. That was totally fantastic. Really enjoyed it. They're calling for thunderstorms today with high gusty winds, so I'm not going to go out on the sound today. It's Saturday, beginning of Memorial Day weekend. Some kayakers are coming here to kayak up the creek.
Yes.
I asked her. Well, I was going to put a jacket on her.
There they go, they're going to go down the bayou to the sound and then come back up. Probably get out of the sound a little bit before the wind kicks up. So I'm not going to go out there because I know I'll just have to turn around and come back. If I go out there, I want to do a little sailing. Here comes the wind. This is the town of Roper. There's a Dollar General. These are everywhere. There's gas coming into Plymouth. I'm gonna get gas here. This looks like a nice little town. They have a McDonald's, several gas stations. Wiper don't hardly keep up with it. Almost can't see. That's a little rain there. There's a stoplight. I guess this was the site of Mackey's ferry. I believe the town goes way back. I stopped at Bojangles for lunch. This famous chicken and biscuits. Maybe it's just like Mama fixed it. I'm gonna find out. Crossing the Roanoke River. Goes down and dumps in the sound. Part of it too. All this is swamp and wetlands in here. There's some more of it. Roanoke River. is a proper little river town. Very cool. I believe if I want to, I like this. It's an old river town. Chowan River. Which I assume it's to the right. I'm gonna go down here a way. Yeah, East River Road. The river's just to the right, I know. I like Colerain. Wow. It's old. Wow. Old buildings. It was a colonial era town. On the Chowan River. Yes, I like it. I'll go back, see if I can find the river. There it is, the Chowan River. There's geese. That's it. This is the Chowan River. The Colerain. It's big. It's narrower further up that way. It's a big river. I think we're going to be blessed with a little more rain. There's been thunder and lightning, and I just wanted to see this. So yeah, so now I've seen it. I've seen the Chowan River. Down that way, it dumps into the sound. Downtown Colerain. Checking it out. I'm just fascinated with this little town. Little buildings. Just park and walk around. All these buildings are empty. It's a ghost town. If I was a ghost, I'd haunt it. It's a fascinating building where I can see us all falling down inside. This is Highway 308, kind of the back road to Mackey's. So it's fascinating. Cool place. It's some little town up here. I'm not sure what this is called. A lot of churches. And lots of graveyards. I've been living and dying here for a long time. What a beautiful road. Storm going on right now. That's the closest one, yeah, that was close. Oh my god. Well, there's a lot of mass taller than mine. Yeah, it's a killer storm. The deck out there, I can see a deck out there in the water, it's underwater. We've got a covered deck. It's completely underwater. Had to wade back to the boat. Yeah, had to bail it 3 times so far. As soon as it slacked, I bail it again. I have to sponge up inside here too. Got an air mattress keeping me up off the bottom of the boat. I'm getting a little wet. Well, at least it's warm. It's not cold. Yeah, riding out a storm. On the KaaNoo, I didn't go out today because it was rough. And it's going to be rough tomorrow. I might cut around in the bayou, but I'm not going out on that sound. That sound is rougher than a cob. So I'm just laying here trying to get some sleep. Not much happening sleep-wise anyway. Well, the water's receded a lot. It's in the morning. Quite a night. Had to get up and bail the boat about 4 times. It started getting pretty low in the water. And Tom lives over there. He said that his rain gauge showed 4 inches. He says this May was the driest May since '98 until last night. They caught up. So yeah, it's pretty overcast. At least it's not pouring down rain, so I don't know if I'll get out on the water today. Probably not, unless if the sun comes out, I'll probably poke around in the bayou. Right now I'm just having some coffee. Just had my breakfast. And just see what this day will bring. And we're being blessed with a little more rain. Got everything kind of dried out as best I could. May 30th, Sunday. And I'm just kind of holding up in the boat. Got my phone and my Kindle all charged up. So I'm just kicking back, taking an easy day of it. We got nice weather, so I'm going out again. I don't know how far I'll go. Wind's going right down the channel, so I'll probably just motor out into the wind a ways, then sail back. Maybe go up and down the coast a little bit. Depending on how rough it is out there, I won't know when I get out there. It might still be a little kicked up from them storms. Yeah, I can feel the swell. I think I'm probably not going to go very far. That doesn't look good. I see white water out there. She's starting to pound in the bayou. So I ain't going out there. Look at river otters up here. Nope. But I got a voyage planned for today. I'm gonna load her up tonight. Yeah, this is. Yeah, she's just choppy in here. I don't want to go out there. I'm going to haul her out tonight, get ready to leave in the morning. Thinking of pulling the rig down and going up the bayou. Going to that bridge, see if we're up the creek I can get. So yeah, they'll be playing on the bayou. I ain't going out there to get beat up in that chop. Storm left behind. Go to the boatyard, putting on a beach party. And a barbecue, a bunch of food. Everybody's having fun playing in the water. There's fire going on the beach. Heading out to Cape Hatteras. This is Oregon Inlet. I've read about it. There's a lane closure up ahead, the one lane. Looks like they're working on it, so I get to study Oregon Inlet for a while. And the other side is Hatteras Island. There's the deep blue Atlantic out there. Hatteras Island, bush-covered dunes. The ocean's right over there. Going down to Cape Hatteras. Coming into Buxton. almost to Cape Hatteras. This was an Indian village, and this is where the archaeologists found evidence that the lost colony came here after they left Roanoke Island. The friendly Indians here. The ones over there wanted to kill them because of what Ralph Lane did in the previous expedition. The Cape Hatteras lighthouse. They actually moved it here from a previous location that was washing away. Quite a project. This is the place. Cape Hatteras. In the worst spot in the graveyard of the Atlantic. I don't know what that was. It was something. I was going to go swimming here, but I noticed nobody's swimming. And there's talk of dangerous rip current, so I don't want to get drug out to sea, so I'm getting some sand between my toes. You'll be satisfied with waiting. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, put my feet in the water to Cape Hatteras. Yeah. Very cool. I've been wanting to see this place for my whole life. It here. That looks pretty confused. I don't think I want to swim in that. That looks like it would drag me out to sea and drown me. This has happened to many, many people. I'm just going to record a little bit of ocean sound here. Of sand along here. That's sound on one side, Pamlico Sound on one side, and the ocean on the other. This could get washed away real easy. I'm at the Museum of the Graveyard of the Atlantic. This is the original Cape Hatteras light. The thing on Blackbeard. Swivel gun. What's left of a blunderbuss? Life-saving boat, just to try to rescue the people with. Got sail rig and everything. That sail's good. A recreation of part of the monitor in the first ironclads. Here's a big old dome. The old hard hat suit. I've been down in those. This is the old hand pump. Didn't have to use a hand pump. This is a diving gear. The old ones. Looks like an old Volvo diesel. A little skipjack. This is cool. It's in Crescent County. Who that guy is? Might be Jean Lafitte. History of sport fishing. It's a model of the Queen Anne's Revenge, Blackbeard's flagship. Oh, this is extremely cool. That's one big deck gun. There's Blackbeard. That looks like the guy there. Sleep. Yeah, this is the fate of a lot of pirates. Hanging in here along the waterfront is a new turret. This is Let You Rot. These are artifacts from the Queen Anne's Revenge. It's a real piece of wreckage. It's a rudder off an old ship. We're on the move on the ferry going over to Ocracoke. Going backwards. One coming in. And load them up. Up there is Hatteras Inlet. Doing, he's following a channel in a roundabout way, keeping to the deep water. These guys are good. KaaNoo is at sea on her trailer. Another ferry. We go a roundabout way, stay to the deep water. This is all a shoal area. Many ships were wrecked trying to come through here. Ocracoke Island ferry dock. Here's Ocracoke. Ocracoke Island. More brush-covered sand dunes. Going into Ocracoke Village. Huh. Spoil sports. There won't be any pirates partying here anymore. Well, this goes down to Springer Point. It's a very cool trail. I suppose if I had sailed my boat over to the beach to spend the night, somebody'd come down and run me off. So I guess I won't. I'm gonna see it. This is, I guess, a little cemetery. Yeah, people are buried in there. So it's to the beach this way. And this is it. This is Teach's Hole. Just the anchor right off there. And right out there is where they had the battle. This is the beach where they used to party. Edward Teach, Charles Vane, and Calico Jack and their crews all came here to party. Look, there's the entrance. And this is the beach. This is the well. This is the secret to the whole place. Water supply. They come here and fill their water casks. It's a good place to party because there was water. And it's right across from this little cemetery. Interesting place.
You know we were here.
Yeah, there's so many rules and regulations. That's kind of cool. This is pretty cool. I was thinking I could come over here. Oh, maybe not. Here's the harbor. Cool little town. Too bad there's no place for me to park my rig. Actually found a place to park. We're by the ferry building. I don't think they're charging for here, so yeah, I'm gonna go down and walk around in the town now. Cedar Island, the mainland. At Teach's Hole, that's where Blackbeard hung out. That's where I was at earlier. It's from seaward. And Ocracoke Island ends out there. That's the. Oh right, yeah. That's the cut. Ocracoke entrance. Cedar Island. Cedar Island. This must be cedar trees. Pretty place. This is interesting, a little different. What a cool place, right on the water. I was going to try to make it into, I wanted to go to Blackbeard's to get soft shell crab, but it's too late. I wouldn't get there. It's 8:30 now and they close at 9, but I found this campground. Really cool guy, Frankie. He's let me stay here for tonight. I was just tired after all those ferry rides, but God, this is just a beautiful place. Had to get out the bug spray because I'm feeding mosquitoes. Yeah, it's the RV park. So I'm gonna eat some food on the boat. I got bread, I got cans of meat, I got all kinds of stuff, and I'm here almost Beaufort. I'm on the Outer Banks. Well, actually, I'm off the banks right now. I'm on the mainland. What a cool place. This is the first palm tree I've seen. At least it was a palm tree. From far enough south now to see palm trees. They just aren't doing very well. Oh, what a beautiful place. If this isn't where the crawdads sing, then they don't sing. Yeah, Frankie's got it going on here. He's got boat lifts out on the end of his dock. His dock's really nice. There's a floating dock down there. And you got a fish cleaning station. That's really cool. What a place. This is called Ward's Creek. And it's a branch of North River. And out there is North River. Jeez, these are like sounds unto themselves. Huge. Creeks out here are huge. So are rivers. And the sounds are like oceans. There were some white egrets in here. I was trying to get a shot of those. I don't know where they went. I guess I scared them away. Fish jumping out there. And fishing in here, I guess, is just amazing. Crabs. I don't know what all kinds of critters live here. Core Sound. I'm going out onto Harkers Island. It's a big boat building place. This is the Harker Island Visitor and Goose Center. The geese like it here. Right on the sound. One of those white guys, I think it's an egret. Got a long beak. And he's pecking at stuff too. This is the Soundside Trail here at the Visitor Center. Cool. Yeah, there was a sign that said that bird was a snowy egret. I just got bit by a mosquito. Guess it doesn't mind the repellent.
horses are indeed wild. They find their own food and water right here on the island. During the summer, what we'll see them do most mornings is they'll leave the main part of the island, which is back behind the trees, and they'll walk and swim to these smaller outer marsh islands to feed on the grass.
Just rode that ferry over the Cape Lookout. Cape Lookout Lighthouse. Walk over to the ocean side. I'm going to go up in the lighthouse, but it looks like they got it blocked off. The black diamonds face north and south, and the white diamonds face east and west. Interesting little pine trees. That's some kind of cedar, I believe. It's kind of different trees and vegetation. Look at the Atlantic Ocean off the Cape Lookout. The Cape's down there, the ocean side. I think I'm gonna get wet in the ocean. Little flat bottom skiff. Very well made, it is. Nice. Harkers Island, there was a lot of boat building always went on here before the core sound boats were built. Hey, this is a nice little skiff. All plank. Made a new friend. In a boatyard. Very much like the ones I used to work on. I believe I know who owns this boat. It's one of the pirates. Blackbeard himself. Carl Ken, a famous man he is. As close to Blackbeard as you'll ever meet in this life.
Infamous, if nothing else.
So glad to meet you, Carl.
You too, Martin. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
I admire your effort to sail around the world in a tiny boat.
Thank you. I'm in Beaufort. North Carolina, they call it Beaufort. South Carolina, they call it Beaufort. But that's a different town. It's a cool town. Boy, the streets are narrow and there's no place for me to park my rig. I'm not going to be able to go to the Maritime Museum. And there's no place for me to park this with my trailer. City. Nice big marina there. Downtown Morehead City. I'm on our way home, heading to New Bern and then on to Raleigh. And the rain is coming like they said it would. I just passed Asheville, North Carolina. I'm heading to Knoxville, Tennessee. I thought I'd check out this way to see if it was less mountainous than West Virginia, and it is not. West Virginia might have been a little steeper, but you were through them pretty quick. These go on forever. And they're steep. There's some serious mountains. I've seen a few wrecks. Oh my God, I've seen tires come apart on these trucks. I got whacked with pieces of tire. This is a dangerous road. But yeah, so I'll get to check out Western North Carolina and East Tennessee. I'm on my way to Nashville and then head to St. Louis. And then I'm on the old road back home. But yeah, what is an experience? And what a beautiful place. The trees are different. I don't know what all they are. You know, there's a lot of cedar and there's some pine and there's some oak. And beautiful place. But don't go through here if you don't want mountains. Because they're here. In the Smoky Mountains. Great Smoky Mountains. This is a mountain highway, that's for sure. Highway 40. Let's just cut right through the mountains. Now in Tennessee. On my way to Knoxville. Nashville. I'm almost home. Back in North Dakota, and boy,